All right, guys, we are live. Hopefully, you're having a great day today. My name is Will. It is raining. I'm in vacation kind of here for the holidays, visiting some family in California, and I'm here for the next little bit before going back to Miami. And, guys, I wanted to show you guys my launch for this AI stock trading system because I'm showing the launch to my email list and all of you guys inside of our inner circle in our community of traders and investors. But I figured, we have so many people that watch on YouTube as well, so I might as well share it with you guys. And just so I share it with you guys, let me be totally real with you. I'm I have an offer at the end of this that includes, if you want to have the learning continue and you want to work with me on a close basis, the offer in the future in the future I'm anticipating it's probably going to be somewhere in the range of $5,000. I'm starting this with a smaller team and I'm launching it. And if you want to join, it's $1,200, $1,297 to join. I just thought I'd tell you guys the price right now so you can kind of watch, see how I approach the market. And if you decide that you're getting value, at least you're watching it and you're not worrying about what's the price? What am I going to have to buy? Now you already know. You can just look at the content and get the value out of the content and we can jump in. And if you want to be a part of it, whether or not you decide, totally up to you, all power to you. But you can join in that first link down below if you'd like to be a part of it. And it's about 6 weeks long. It's a full module system. It includes lifetime access to StockMate, so you can watch me trade live every single day. It includes a community, so you get traders and investors you get to surround yourself with. And then every Thursday, the next 6 weeks, we're going to be going live. I'm going to be peeling back the curtain into some of the content and some of the strategies for investing in the AI boom of 2025. So I'm really excited for it. Again, if you want to join now, you're like, great, sign me up. It's that first link down below. If you come for the content, let's continue. So this is my step-by-step AI stock trading system I've been using for 5+ years to pocket regular $1,000 weekly returns and to pick highly profitable stocks in easy profit markets. Easy profit markets with just 20 minutes a day on the go. Sounds pretty great. Let's get into it. So my AI stock trading system works for thousands of investors and traders because it focuses on one thing: easy profit markets. You guys know we talk about how important the market is on the channel. It's where you want to be in a market that's lots of value, lots of profits. Now, if the term easy profit markets is new to you, that's okay. I'll explain everything here. The easy profit market is a vehicle where your speed to profits are faster and the return on investment is much higher than in non-easy profit markets. So that means if you trade stocks in an easy profit market, you'll make more money more often for less time and money invested in your portfolio growth. So essentially, you might look at some markets that are very slow growth that, might gain returns over time, like soybeans or something like that. But hey, there's some other markets that are growing exponentially fast, especially here into 2025, that will change the game for your growth. So let's get into it. For staying to the end of this video, guys, I'm going to give you my easy profit market ranking guide so you always know the best AI stocks to invest in 2025. That'll be free regardless. Let me clarify, guys, what I'm going to teach you today is how to turn profits from AI in tech without a big portfolio in stocks you don't need to stress about the risk or guess, but by capitalizing on this profitable boom of AI. So here's the process. You're going to find profitable AI stocks you add to your watch list, identify when stocks have become undervalued, and virtually on the go, you're going to sell or you're going to buy low, sell high for premium paydays each and every month. This comes from my own personal experience. I look at the S&P 500 of 8%, which I've been encouraged to buy since I was 18 years old. I have my uncle telling me to buy it. I have, the person across the street telling me to buy it. I've heard from my economics class in school, they're telling me to buy it. Warren Buffett's telling me to buy it. But, even Warren Buffett, someone that didn't invest in the index, he found his own profitable stocks and picked them wisely and was able to get above average returns by doing so. And of course, if you ask, I forget who the famous chess player is. Somebody asked him, have you made more money from chess or from trading and investing? And he said, definitely from trading. And then he said, what's your advice? And he said, just buy an index fund. In other words, it's going to take some work. You're going to have skills. You're going to have to grow as a person. You're going to have the techniques and strategies to be able to grow without investing in index funds. So yes, index fund makes sense for almost anybody out there. And I would tell you guys, 90% of you guys watching right here, right now you could say, I probably shouldn't be looking at AI. I probably shouldn't be looking at tech. And I should just keep investing in the index fund, and I'll keep learning about the tech and all that. And that's interesting, but I'm just going to keep with the index fund. And if that's you, all power to you. All the videos are free. Everything is here for you. If that's what you want to do, 100%. Now, in my experience, AI and tech, it's given me returns of 1,800%. Guys, NVIDIA, for example, that's a $5,000 investment that would have been in the S&P and yielded, $400. In the same, rather than going there, I made 29,000 investing in NVIDIA. So that's the difference. That is the difference. So you could find, for example, the trader of this AI stock found our analysis of a company, took up the opportunity to position themselves, and watched as the institutions, the banks, started to flock to the stock. So over that course of time, it would have been 58% return on S&P 500, which is above average. Recently, it's been like 12% a year, or 10% to 12%. But even through that period of time, they're able to get 216% by simply investing in AI and tech. And you can actually see the difference between the blue line and the green line there. So how does that all sound? Good? Well, guys, there's no fancy indicator, no big news catalyst, no complicated analysis strategy, just an AI stock with an undervalued status and a proven strategy to generate a return. Proven in what I'm going to show you right now. So guys, you might have looked at that and said, well, another reason I don't want to, trade or buy tech stocks or AI is that means there could be capital gains taxes when I sell and I have to pay these. And I'll tell you, yes, there is. But I also, in our AI stock trading system, I share with you how to bypass, how to, soften the blow on taxes and actually use that to your advantage. So yes, that's actually good that you know that. And over the next few minutes, you'll learn how to identify hundreds of undervalued stocks in the tech sector and dozens of great deals to buy. Now, you guys might have been around in stocks and you say, well, this is just basically picking stocks, right? Value-based investing. What's so different? Glad you asked. Let me explain. In a nutshell, guys, it's just value-based trading. But this is why anyone can do it. That's why it's simple. The key to what I'll be teaching you guys today in this video is to do it in the right markets, not just, online. I don't know why I put that even. Not just online. Not just from, your phone or Robinhood app or what have you, but actually not just investing, but investing in the right market. That's what I should have said. What are the right markets? Well, here's the deal, guys. Not all markets are created equal, as we went over. Some markets, they're large indexes. They have these slower moves and are dragged down with diminishing returns. I was just looking at a 401k from a family member recently, and they were in this like quote S&P, and I get it, you have like Vanguard and you got Fidelity and things like that, but they were not even getting the actual returns of the S&P because their brokerage was like basically over the past 10, 15 years, there's these little fees, trading fees, management fees that they take out of the account, and it had seriously bogged down the returns. They were quite low compared to the actual S&P. And so there's those markets, you might be in the big, large cap growth. There's other markets where the profits are higher. There could be more risk, right? But there's a lot of new technologies and the market cap saturation is far less. So basically greater opportunity. And I can tell you, if you're trying to make money as an investor, entrepreneur, and you're not in one of these markets, you're 100%, guys, going to be working harder than you have to. Right? It's probably not getting the results that you want. Can you feel it? Maybe you feel it if you don't invest in some of these high growth stocks and you haven't seen the results, or you've lost in the past trying to buy high growth. You probably feel it. Um, Maybe even inflation and the S&P are like, this isn't even keeping up with inflation. I don't know. I've been there for sure. I know a lot of people that have been in that situation. I used to feel that way as well. And what I learned is to select the right market, select the right tech, and then that will change everything for how you position yourself for the growth. How I learned this? Well, guys, I work with tech, oil, energy, AI driven traders, and every week as a part of my study, I like to go into those markets, see how things are going, identify profitable deals, and it gives me a boots on the ground insight into all markets across the world. I get to work with a lot of different traders. Now, I've worked with some people that this is what I've seen. Right, I've started paying attention, and I found some things I didn't expect. But this is what I've seen. I'd get picked up by a client in a BMW, okay, and he's making AI trades, AI stock picks, and tech and everything else, 5 to 10 trades a month. And then also, I've getting picked up by a guy that's putting all his money into index funds, and he's driving a beat up minivan, right? This is literally like someone that only picks a couple tech stocks is driving the BMW. Someone that's pouring the index fund, like I've seen this time and time again. So most people, they tend to think the guy that's in the index funds is going to be better off than the guy with AI and tech in the long term. But guys, that's actually not what I've found. What I've found is not the person, their diversified portfolio, their nest egg, or anything else. The number one thing that leads to success was the market that they focused on. And that could be great news for you. See, many investors, they burn out not because they lack discipline, but because they waste time in markets with no edge. And if you've been struggling to generate that cash flow from tech, and you've been here today, I'm going to show you why things might not be working. So you can do it. Success is in reach. There's just a few adjustments. Usually comes down to a few tweaks. And there's one thing I want you to take away from this video here today, guys, is it's not you. It's not the strategy you've learned or anything like that keeps you from making extra money, quitting your job, or hitting that magic number. Some people it's 5,000 a month, 10,000. Sometimes it's more or less. Really depends what your freedom number is. Might be 1,000. It's not you or any of those things. It's actually your market. It's 100% your market. So if you're taking notes, make sure to write this down. I got this for you guys. The market you choose to invest in will make you more money than your smartest strategy without it. So again, I just have to read this again. The market you choose to invest in will make you more money than your smartest strategy without it. Okay. So this is a moment I had, guys. At this point, let's all agree, not all markets are created equal. Some markets make you more money faster than others. And you can continue settling for the average investments with little returns, or you can follow a proven system to get results. Now, what I'm telling you here today, you guys get it? I think we can let those old bad results go away. If you're really committed to growing in tech, I think we can let it go. So more importantly, you're going to do something with this information I've provided to you. You're going to look at the right markets. Once I realized this and I learned how to capitalize on it, things have changed for me. And the old results disappeared. Making money for me got a whole lot easier. And the stock trading, it's never been the same, actually. My earnings have skyrocketed. So what I want to say is this. There's 3 things I want to cover. Number 1, you're not alone. There's tons of other people that are going through the same thing if you're struggling to make those returns. Number 2, it's actually not your fault. As much as you might think that it is, it's not. And then number 3 is that there is a simple solution for you guys. And that's what you're going to learn here today. So I love to bring this up, why Thomas was dead wrong and how the revelation ended up producing 8K in just 2 short days. So I also love to bring this one up from Chris. We entered a stock position in an AI market last week and have gained 16%. Now it's time to find our next pick. Love your system. So as you can see, I just threw in a testimonial here for the system that I recently launched. And if you guys watch my YouTube for any extended period of time, you guys know me pretty well. I like to play sports. I love to travel. I've been working in tech and AI for a couple of years. I've had different softwares I've started, different startups. I've built projects that have done very well and some that have failed. Most of them have failed. I've worked in a lot of industries, from the tech industry to the music industry to the crypto industry to the investing side of things. And a lot of those things started, and it started because all these things started because I just decided to try. And I started trying to trade stocks when I was really young, probably around like 12 years old. And it wasn't until 2017 that I started trading stocks the right way. And I watch a lot of people on YouTube that tell you stuff that wastes your time, it zaps your energy, and honestly, it kills motivation when I watch it. And it doesn't really help me to be able to make more money. Personally, I've traded stocks successfully in over 6+ markets, and I've had 109% returns this year. I've traded just about every kind of company you guys may have seen, and I've spent a lot of time honing my skill and perfecting my systems. In 2020, as the market cycle shifted during COVID, I put together a virtual stock portfolio to cash in on this opportunity. And I'm the owner of StockMate. It's an investor growth software educational company that helps people increase more returns. I also created the True Rank market ranking system to make AI stock trading more simple and predictable. Now, just on a little personal side, I've lived in Edgewater in Miami. I'm married to my beautiful bride, Temi, well for about 3 years, and it's been the best years of my life. We love to travel, and we love living in new cultures and trying new foods. So the market you choose to invest in, again, will make you more money than your skill. So focusing your effort in the right market will produce better, more consistent, and faster results than going bigger and spending more. This means you can make more money by spending less time on assets to make returns and focusing first on specific markets and then specific sectors or assets in those markets. And I'm looking for something from you guys here today. If the idea of making more money faster by investing less money in stocks sounds good to you, I want you to commit to it. Does what I mapped out sound right? I want you to say, yes, I'm going to look at these opportunities here. Make the decision right now that you're committing to doing things differently than you've done in the past because you're committed to getting the results you want. Again, 90% of people aren't going to have that success in trading and investing. And it always can come down to, are you doing what 90% of people are doing? Because if you are, you're probably going to get the same results. I want you to get results you want. So imagine picking an easy profit market, identifying the most profitable path in the right sector, and putting all your effort on making money with high growth AI stocks. Stocks that are already filled with untapped profit and returns where institutions will be actively buying. So here's a look at artificial intelligence, the market size growth. And if you want to write this down, you can. I know a lot of you guys like to take notes on these YouTube videos. The markets where you can make the most money must be chock full of businesses in the AI and technology sector of stocks. And the markets where you make the most money must be chock full of institutional attracting value. The technique you'll learn today is called value-unwrapping. It can be done on your laptop, phone, anything else, and you get to choose. In other words, you want to find stocks and assets in these industries that haven't been picked up by large institutions or banks yet, but most likely will. This is kind of how I like to look at it. I don't know if you could see it perfectly, but there's these two circles. The one on the left is large cap or index fund approach, which works, but you mostly spend money and you wait, okay? And there's a large portion of those stocks that really don't do all that well, but there's a small portion of them that outperform the market, and that's really what carries the index funds or those different large cap indexes. And so the honey hole, which is in between there, that's where AI and tech and quantum computing and space stocks, that's where they overlap. And the best of the most profitable markets are going to be in that honey hole that are going to be proven to continue to grow. And there's going to be a lot of competition. There's FOMO, there's pumping. A lot of people, they invest in the wrong stocks. The main reason why is because not all of them are going to be successful, but you have to be able to identify that honey hole with the most profitable opportunities. So there have been changes in the financial industry over the past 2 years, and there's a lot more to come. And I want to say actually 4 years, there's been some changes here. That's why I'm teaching you this, and it's really important. Okay, imagine having a strategy to select the best stocks that are chock full of profit before deep-pocketed traders. And outside of that, imagine buying assets that appreciate more than the dollar, that appreciate more than the market. I mean, we know Bitcoin's been crushing the S&P, but there's also a lot of stocks in this day and age that are also crushing the market. Now, before we continue, I want to make something clear up front for you guys. My system's not about making the most profitable trade, although many of them are very profitable. If you're 100% only interested in only the most profitable trade, the rest is training. Honestly, it might not be for you, because what I'm going to be teaching you next is all about finding and making consistent trades easier. Trades you can win and profit day after day, week after week, month after month. And even if you've tried and failed, I'll show you exactly why this system is different and why none of the Wall Street gurus really teach the same technique. The key to success is consistency, and allows you to create a profit machine of a portfolio so that these returns become expected and normal. Now, I'm talking about the kind of consistency that allows you to leave a job, get fully on board with your loved one, and go full-time in. And the kind of consistency that allows you to keep your financial partners happy, if you have them. I know some of you guys do. And they make more money, and it happens before that media hype kicks in. Consistency plus speed equals success. So the AI sector isn't just any market. It's where innovation meets profitability. There are specific stocks primed for exponential growth, often overlooked until it's too late. The aha moments. This is number 3 for me. You only need to capitalize on the prime segment in an easy profit market and trade just one stock a month to make killing with the system. Most people, they think that they need to build a large fund that competes with the best institutional traders to make money, or that they need 17 different ways to trade stocks, or they need to buy an index, have insider info, or loans that are ready to fund their investments. Maybe you think you need a certain amount of money, 10,000, 100,000, a million or more in cash in your account each month to really cash in. But that's not true. And to be frank with you guys, I think considering all those things, it's actually one of the hardest ways to be successful and see that triple-digit annual growth rates. It often is going to lead to failure if you're focusing on all those things. What I want you to realize is that with the right markets, every month there are hidden growth stocks that are extremely set for growth ahead of media coverage. You only need one stock that meets your criteria to scale a quick analysis into what could be a $10,000 payday or more. Really depends on your account, should clarify. By focusing on single high growth AI stocks that fit systems proven criteria, you can eliminate some of the distractions and amplify your returns. So we focus on getting laser focused on one market with the right analysis, and in that market, buying it in the right way with the right plan to profit. And when you're focused in the right market and the right assets with the right growth trajectory, you don't need to be a trader pro. You don't need to master a complicated strategy or frustrate yourself on the analysis side trying to put your money to work for you. And I call this, guys, the trifecta. It's the right market, the right asset analysis, and the right profit plan. When you use the trifecta, you can use it to your advantage. It allows you to screw up most of what the gurus tell you need to learn and master. And you can still get profitable stocks in a market and put thousands each month into hip pocket National Bank, which is my favorite bank. So let me lay this out for you. Most people buy stocks in a state of hope, right? The market, it's maybe a struggle. They're getting that 8%. They make $800 a year on their 10,000. And maybe you might struggle with a trade, and you do one trade and you might win one trade. Maybe you make a nice 40% return or something. That's $14K. Now, AI is the single greatest opportunity to capitalize on and trade in our lifetime. But here's this wrapper, this layer that you need to remove for your stock selection to truly succeed. It's something that the biggest players in the stock market, they rarely share this. They don't tell you. It's the same wrapper that small companies use with tools like ChatGPT and Fortune 500 companies exploit to grow their empires. And I mean that in a positive light. you your bank you use that holds your money, they realize your money's a tool and they invest it in growing companies to make more money. You can look at companies like Microsoft, you got ChatGPT, Tesla, which uses Nvidia or AMD or something like that, wrapped by TSMC, which powers a lot of Nvidia, wrapped by gold or the materials that make up TSMC. We could go through it. You can look at all these different like unwrappings to really find out where the value stems from. And you can pick the different undervalued piece of that unwrapping that has the most growth potential. And that's one of the strategies that we use. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy gold, but gold is something you hold and tech is something that you trade. Now, they realize your music and content is, and that might be actually a little contradictory if you guys are saying, hey, I trade gold, great for you. I'm talking about it differently in this case. All right, they realize your music and content, your market and content that you select is so important. And here's the truth. The market doesn't reward effort. It rewards positioning. And the biggest players in the stock market, they're already positioned perfectly, guys. Capitalizing on opportunities most traders, they never even see. Why do companies like Microsoft and Tesla consistently lead in market value? How do AI tech stocks skyrocket before average traders even hear about them? The answer isn't luck. It's access to the right information at the right time. And all that information is what makes you be able to make educated, profitable decisions. Now, if you had access to that information and you're able to see different assets before they grow, position yourself like the pros without the complexity. And guys, this isn't about being in the right market. This is about trading in the best prime segments of the market and what actually works. So if you do that, would you? Of course you would. Now, best investments over the last 100 years have been the modern wealth, railroads, oil, industrial power. Then there was the real estate boom, so land, homes, post-war prosperity. Then we had tech, so computers, internet, the birth of Microsoft, Apple, Silicon Valley. Number 4, we had the crypto revolution that just started to happen here in the late 2010s. And then into 2020s. Now we have AI, which is the opportunity of our lifetime, a once-in-a-history shift that's happening right now. So rather than relying on these mediocre stocks, say 500 stocks, 8%, they barely beat the inflation. I want you to focus on 10% of the market. So this is where my system fills this gap of opportunity. So we focus on explosive AI tech stocks and how to trade them on a shorter term basis. Near-term cash. Some of those stocks that you can find that are going to go from $500 to $5,000. Now we also want to look at that steady growth that over the cyclical nature of crypto can gain cash flow for you during those times. And how do you select the right cryptos and how do you pick out the ones that are going to play a key role in AI? Well, this is the cyclical cash flow strategy. It's where you look to turn 1,000 into 10,000. And this is the long-term AI growth, increasing the value of your portfolio where you can buy and hold into these tech and AI companies that are primed to grow. And that's also the third key piece of this strategy. And the goal here, I mean, it depends where you're at. I say this, but for someone just starting out with this type of cash, the goal would be to get you to $15,000 per month with these assets, investing in 3 assets per month per market. And I can only speak from my own experience. Now, if I was saying, hey, I'm sitting on 20 million and the goal here is $150,000 a month. Okay, I could tell you that. But I can only tell you from what I've had the experience to be able to do and what I could tell you has worked for me. And this is the goal setting and what I could realistically say would be an optimistic goal for most people starting out. Now, the government's very clear that I can't make income claims, I can't make promises or guarantees of success or of making money for someone that uses my system. And I'm only telling you what's possible if you learn, put in the work, and stick with it. And the truth is, guys, I don't know how hard you'll work or if you'll even follow my system. I don't know you very well, and I don't know if you'll be able to make any money or not. In fact, as with any investment, you could very well lose money. Now, here's what I do know. The AI industry, it's never easy, but the most simple way I know to make extra money and create sizable sums is to trade assets in easy profit markets, as I've laid out for you. It's what I've been doing for years, and it's what I've been teaching for the past, I guess, year and a half, 2 years, and it's proven to work when people put in the work and work through the roadblocks that always seem to show up. So guys, this is a transition in the training. Make sure that you're taking notes. Write this down, guys. Simple systems scale. Simple systems scale. Like a really good example is we could look at any stock and I have a 3-step process. We say, are we in the right market? Are we getting the right analysis? And do we have the right profit plan? That is the 3-step process. Then each one of those steps, we go into, the right market. What does that look like? What is the right market? How do we identify the right market? What makes up a market that is profitable in generating cash? And then number 2, analysis. What is a good analysis? What indicators do we look at? Whether it's financial, news, fundamentals, what pieces of that stock or of that asset are going to be a key role in analyzing that stock. And then number 3, getting to the plan. What is a realistic profit plan? What can we expect for our returns? How should the risk be managed in this position? And those 3 things are how I approach almost any investment. And it's all because I have a simple system that can scale, not just for myself, but in a way I can tell you guys and you can do it too. And I think that's a great way to scale as well. So my system's also broken down into 10-step repeatable process. It's based on that trifecta of the right market, the right asset analysis, and the right growth, and the right plan. And if you do that right, finding AI assets become easier. So let's dive in. Step 1, we pick that easy profit market. Pick the top 3 assets in that easy profit market. And then my easy profit market asset selection process in that is based down on 7 proven criteria. So here's how I rank the assets. First, I compare to your current assets. What are you currently in? What are you currently invested in? Select your top 5 possible assets in that market, and then rank each asset based on 7 selector points that I just mentioned. We're going to go into growth potential. Number 2, the momentum that this asset has. Number 3, institutional backing. This is the variable that we look at if we're catching it before the institutions kick in or not. Selector 4, AI relevance, innovation, and the list goes on. Now, look at this. Question. If you could quickly and easily find the fastest for-profit AI assets, and you had a simple system in place that would get you to that goal of X profit every month, would you use it? Of course. Step number 2 is where the easy profit market is to find the hottest deals, the hottest things that the market can offer. And this is a step where I create also this AI profit path. Where are we seeing that gold vein go down through the market, that unwrapping happen? Now, this is how you find ready to buy assets that become growing stocks or crypto. And this is the keys here to know is that this is where the smart buyers are buying. This is where you want to know who those buyers are and what price they are acting on. Now think about it. When you know those 3 things, finding stocks that are ready to grow becomes a lot more simple. I mean, those things virtually guarantee that you're putting yourself in the best position to succeed. So here's my question. If you had a system that taught you exactly which AI stocks to buy before, they grow, and it helped you act fast without stress or confusion, and let you do that over and over again to grow your portfolio, would you? I think I know the answer. Step 3, easy profit market, picking an undervalued asset. So this is very important, that not are we just doing the analysis and we're in the right market, but are we getting a good deal? Are we getting the right price? Is it truly undervalued from an intrinsic standpoint? Now, using the AI profit path you just created, you get to hone in and build these lists of AI stocks. It might be AI, could be quantum computing, could be the space industry, just these undervalued assets. That's what keeps your investing risks low, because you start to build out that gold vein and really see the projected winners in that space. Remember, you're only investing in 3 assets each month in each market, and just a prime segment of each market. That's it. We're not going complicated with all these dozens and hundreds of different stocks or anything like that. It's not that complicated or hard. And you're going to use my profit calculator to make accurate trades that investors are already eyeing, and your entry will ensure you get the maximum profit for the minimal amount of risk. I think this is my final question here. If you could make trades perfectly priced in explosive growth markets without doing a lot of complex research or complicated strategy, without endless chart analysis and mediocre returns, with little to no risk, would you? These initial steps, they make up that foundation of the trifecta: the right market, the right asset analysis, and the right profit growth. And now I want to show you guys some of what some people are saying about the system, even just getting to StockMate. I just got this message from Vish as he just joined StockMate. He watches this trade live every day at market open. And he says, I used to trade options and lost a lot of money. Since I joined the system, I've learned things and my portfolio is increasing. He says, I'm thrilled to share my portfolio has grown by 3% in a day and 10% over the past month since I joined, largely thanks to the strategies that are discussed in StockMate. And there's some other things he said. Now, David says, love everything about the system, 13% annual in index funds. And then he just realized that AI and tech is ahead of the game. And since you've learned these keys, you got 3 of those 10 steps in my AI stock trading system. I want to show you how I personally run my portfolio. And to teach you the rest of my system, I've decided to take a little bit of a different approach here to help you make it easier for me to teach. Essentially, guys, there's this factor in the AI stock trading system, and it is an actual AI that will be a tool for you to help you trade. And I'm really excited about it. I haven't seen anything else on the market. I've been really actually coding and getting down to it with some amazing different AIs and some very, very fine tuning of prompts to use large language models to process real-time data from billions of data points to essentially boil that all down to an AI that can make a decision on whether or not an asset is a buy or sell. And those decisions are for time frames in the future. So it could be the next hour, or it could be the next day, or it could be the next month or year or 5 years. And that it will be able to accurately predict the actual forecast for that stock. And I know it sounds crazy, especially as someone that's been investing for so long that we're near that. But I don't know if you guys know, but we're this close to AGI. We're right there with AI. It's actually surpassed that of human intelligence. And this isn't something I'm just saying. AI has literally surpassed that of human intelligence when it comes to the IQ and it comes to ability to think. And AGI is we're on the forefront right now, especially with the new O3 model of ChatGPT. And so we're getting there. And I'm making sure that we're on the frontier and giving you the tools to be able to capitalize on that and be able to use these tools. And I see a world where AI can do work for you to give you more freedom and help you have the life that you want and creates that freedom through investing. And I see that as the future. And so that's why I want you guys to know that that tool is included in the AI stock trading system. And the beta will be available in early January. Okay, you find opportunities that let AI powered tools do most of the heavy lifting for you, analyzing markets, spotting undervalued assets, and streamlining decisions to stay ahead of the market. There it is. Here's the I think this is the last question. If you could get an AI you only pay when it makes you money and it does 93% of the work for you, would you? Of course you would. So here's the exciting part, guys. That system's already in the works that I just mentioned, developing prototypes for investors like you. It's going to be the ultimate evolution of the system, and it's still in the early stages, but you don't have to wait. Start seeing the results, as I can put you in a better position to be able to not only use the tool, but have your own personal knowledge. Now, many of you sent me messages over the past few days. After watching our AI stock trading mastermind, you might have been on the first access list as well for the AI stock trading system. You know, we had a fair amount of you guys from the YouTube channel. And you might have asked if I'd make the AI stock trading system available, and I've only taught it to a small select group of investors and traders. And I gave them exclusive access a while back. This system has been off the market for months, and only a handful of people have had the opportunity to learn and apply these strategies. So that makes this information that I'm about to share with you even more valuable, because very, very few people even know this information, and no one can normally get it right now, but you're here, which is awesome. After receiving a literal outpouring of requests and access to the system, I got a lot of messages, a lot of comments from you guys on YouTube videos over the past few days and in my email inbox. And what I've decided to do is reopen a small handful of VIP spots for just a few of you today in this video. And I'm not just like opening this and there's unlimited spots or anything like that. There's truly not. I only have so much time, and I'm working with you guys personally, and I actually have very few amount of spots here. This is quite real. So the truth is, since I wasn't planning to reopen this system because I'm only making a very small number of spots available, I'm not offering it to you guys at the regular price. So normally the complete AI stock trading system, when it's available, sells for $4,997. And honestly, it's a steal at that price when you consider the ROI, the return on investment for traders that have achieved with the system. But I'm not opening these VIP spots today at the regular $4,997. And you might ask, why? Why is it not? Well, because I'm already going to share with you guys as much information value as I can here anyway. And it's totally about you, right? I want you guys to, whether you decide to be a part of the system or not, you are getting tremendous value regardless. And this is just for that next step. If people want to work with me and you want to actually level up closer on a closer basis. But again, everything that I provide is free on YouTube. You can get a ton of value, I believe, from my YouTube. I encourage you, if you were like uncomfortable watching a video like this from me, it's like, I would encourage you, go watch more of my YouTube videos then. Like, definitely do. For those of you guys who've been following along, you get it. I got you. And let's get back into what this kind of looks like. So if you want a simple to follow step-by-step system that walks you by the hand, peels back the curtain, shows you exactly how to leverage AI and tech markets for that maximum growth and create consistent, repeatable profits with a proven process, this is for you. This is for the ambitious traders. They want to build lasting wealth through smarter investing, maybe quit a job or work alongside their job and trade. This is for new traders that want more of a foolproof step-by-step system that they can invest with more confidence. This is for experienced and successful investors as well. You're welcome, who are ready to scale and build consistent growth, whether you're working or not. And that absolutely is true. I mean, it's not like we're like one size fits all. If you're telling me, hey, Will, I have millions of dollars, I'm bullish on some of these stocks, but I actually don't want to, take a lot of risk or necessarily buy. I'd be like, okay, maybe we, sell some put options and get you some guaranteed premium cash flow, and you put your money in some stocks that you'd be okay buying back lower. So it's only upside if it goes up, and things like that, where it's like, and if it's like, hey, I do want to see what we can do with this much money. I do want to try and scale this from a smaller amount. Okay, then we take an approach in something that can be more high growth. And that's really the way that we approach it. And so whether you're working or not, wherever you're coming from, that's kind of the way that works. So you guys can thank me later. Since I wasn't planning to reopen these spots, I'm making this a total no-brainer by giving you guys a crazy 75% discount off the $4,997 system. But this is extremely limited. Why am I doing this? There's two reasons. First, I'm planning to record all the sessions throughout the week. So you're actually going to get classes are going to start next Thursday, and we're going to go through and actually record as we go. So we're also going to make it available to a few more people after the fact. But by getting in now, you'll have a major advantage and an early head start over everyone else. And there aren't always opportunities where you're in early, you get to take advantage of something like this. And I want you to do yourself a favor. Don't miss this. Second, I know that after you follow each simple module and apply my AI stock trading system training and market selection process, we're going to probably invest in the same things. You'll start identifying high growth AI stocks just like I do. And this is the kind of exciting part that could happen, some of you guys, is if we're picking the same stocks and it's based on how we rank by profit, it means that we'll both be investing in some of the same picks. And most likely, that will mean that we might want to partner together. And maybe we can invest in some of the same things together, kind of pool our money, and we can actually work as partners. And I can show you how to do that in a minute. Let's take a close look at the AI stock trading system. There is 6 modules. I'll just go through it really quick so you guys can see it. This is a $497 value. The module 1, it's a quick start guide. So it's the complete AI stock trading system overview. We're going to start with the end in mind. Like I said, kind of tailor exactly what your goals are to get you in the right direction. And that will be a little bit of use of AI, a little bit of human interaction, but also will be our first class on Thursday. And you'll create an easy to follow step-by-step plan, no overhead. There's not going to be, a lot of margin or extra cash needed for this thing. You're not going to need even experience for this. You get your life back by working less and making more money, and less trades that profit faster and more consistently. And I can stand by that. Learn how to scale your portfolio. So module 2 is stock selection. So it's a $997 value. Essentially, guys, we're going to go into picking those high growth markets step by step. So we're going to go through the different assets inside of each market. No gurus that I know are teaching this. And you can learn step by step how to identify undervalued AI, quantum computing, tech, space stocks that have the fastest speed to profits. We're also going to show you how to master how to compare and rank stocks based on my proven criteria. And you get a stock profit plan along with an AI stock selection checklist. Now, module 3, we're going to find the honey hole that we went over earlier. This is that market analysis inside of the market. And what are the stock pricings looking like? What are the targets? What are we currently at? Whether you're focusing on established AI giants or small hidden opportunities, this module helps you uncover those pockets of profit. You'll learn how to create a profit path that will get you sales fast. We skip the complexity. We're just looking at what is the general market analysis of this AI sector or of this sector of space industry, and what should the prices actually be. Module 4 of the AI stock trading system, guys, dynamic and profitable pricing. You get to learn how to get entries and exits dynamically and what those pricing should be. This is going to depend on your profits are going to depend on when you know when to enter and when you know when to exit. So if you're buying assets, you're buying stocks, if you're not buying them, then you aren't making money. So that's something we like to say a lot here is that you want to learn how to invest and get consistent gains, but by doing it by buying assets. You're not going to gain by saving money, and you're not going to gain by having your money out of the market. So we want to know where we can put it in it, where we can move it around dynamically based on where things are priced at. And this is a method that I use that gets results. And it's simply like if we know the market's gonna be closed for a few days and we see an opportunity over here in crypto, we can move all the money out of stocks and we can put it in crypto for a short time in these opportunities because none of the stock market's going to be moving for the next, let's say, 3 days. And that's an opportunity to put it into this cryptos and that are fueling growth on the blockchain or in AI. And that shift of going and how to kind of dynamically move your portfolio is so valuable. So module 5, finding AI profit stocks. It's my 7-point framework to find high growth AI stocks. I don't want you guys to waste your time on pump and dumps. You don't need, and this gets results simple and fast. So you're not going to buy stocks that are this trend of just for a moment, it's going up or things like that. I don't want to waste your time. I'll teach you my top 5 ways to build your undervalued AI picks list fast, and I'll show you how to use AI to do it all for you. Now, it works in every market every time, but a piece of this that we talk about in this 7-point framework, outside of just the crypto and stock AI markets, we're looking at how can you not pay as much taxes. And that's something that I covered, or I think I had a slide earlier, guys, where I talked about how you might say, oh, if I'm doing this, I'm probably going to pay more taxes. I'm going to share with you guys how I am able to not pay as much taxes. And some of you guys know strategies like selling some of your losers at the end of the year and immediately buying them back so you can just put that loss on paper. That's like the basics. There's things like that will shield you from having to pay capital gains tax. And we'll get into it. So that module 5, it's a $997 value. Again, it works in any market every time, even if you're in another market. So module 6, how to get AI to do 93% of the work for you, will be a piece of that. By module 6, by week 6, I have that tool ready for you. Now, even outside of that tool, we're going to be unwrapping 4-step value unwrapping for cryptos and stocks. So that's that down the gold vein line of the supply chain or of the company in that industry. How is it impacting not just that industry, but how is that tying into other industries? And how do you structure your portfolio for growth that lasts no matter what the market conditions? So guys, the AI stock trading system, we're here. You get the complete system, all 6 modules. It's a value of $5,482, including all of the things that we just went over, all 6 modules. Classes begin next Thursday, so that will be in the week of December 23rd. VIP reopen is 75% off today. Regularly $4,997. Today, it's yours for just $1,297. $1,297. Go to aiprofit.tech to save your seats and join me in classes next Thursday. So again, you can click the link. I guess this video, you won't be able to click it, aiprofit.tech, or you can click the link down below in the description, first link in the description. It'll take you to an order form. You'll join, and then you'll get immediate access to StockMate. So you'll be able to watch me trade live on Monday, but you'll also get the classes every Thursday for the next 6 weeks, including our AI stock trading full system training. Of course, guys, we got a no hassle money back guarantee. It probably goes without saying at this point, since I'm pretty sure you know me and my sincerity by now. I mean, you guys might have seen presentations like this. How many of them do they say the whole time you're like, how much is it going to cost? But I told you guys at the very beginning of this presentation how much things cost. How many times were people like, oh, come back to my masterclass over here, and they don't like put it on their YouTube or something because maybe they're not like confident in what they're selling or something like that. Guys, I'm so confident. I'll post it here for 5,000 people on my YouTube channel, and you guys can see it all day long. And, you know, hit me in the comment section with questions if you have them. You know, and if you buy for any reason, let me just like reiterate, you get a 30-day no hassle money back guarantee. If you don't like the colors that I use on the branding in our Zoom live sessions, you can give me a call. if you know, let me know, and I'm here. Try my system today. See for yourself what others have held back, and give me a fair shot. You owe it to yourself to make this small investment, follow the system, and experience the results. So again, you can go to aiprofit.tech to join. Just click the link. I would encourage you, simply take a look. Click that first link below in the description. Now, I also got David P. says, this course completely changed how I think about AI stocks. Finally, I have a system that works, and I made my first profitable trade. Here's some other screenshots. We got some awesome screenshots. You got Laura in the middle. She says, hope you guys are all green. So that's like the kind of community that we have, right? You're working with other traders. Some of them are small accounts. Some are big accounts. Some of them are doing really well. Some are making mistakes, so you can learn from. Andrew says, I have a skill I can use for the rest of my life. He's really talking great about it. He enjoys it. Again, AIprofit.tech or the first link in the description. Class begin next Thursday. Another one, John says, the approach made everything so easy to understand. And he's already made some gains. Now, I love to use this analogy for those of you guys that are watching this and you're like, Will, I've been watching, but my girlfriend or my husband or my wife, she's not going to want me to invest or something like that. And I have to tell this story, guys. I'm a basketball fanatic and I love to play basketball. Now, it's not always cheap. Sometimes there's leagues that cost, $500, $1,000 to join. And I'll tell my wife, I'm like, hey, like this is what used to happen. I don't know if I should get this or anything like that. And she's like, oh, get it right now. Just go buy it. And she'd be so certain. And the reason why is because she's like, you're investing in your health and you're surrounding yourself with other athletes and you feel good. You perform better in your work and everything else when you are feeling good and around the right people. You don't even need to ask me this. Go invest in yourself. And if she has something that she wants to buy and she's telling me, she doesn't even tell me, we don't even talk about it now. We just invest in ourselves. And we say, I make this investment because if it makes me better, it makes us both better. And I like to tell that story because some of you guys are like, I'm going to be on the fence for a long time. I got to talk to this person, that, blah, blah, blah. Be a basketball fanatic, invest in yourself and know that if your financial health or things like that are better off because you make those decisions, then you're actually making a better decision for the people around you. Now, I told you guys I'm limited, extremely limited on a certain amount of people. So we got next 20 fast action takers. And I've already seen that we got some sales because I just launched this today and they're starting to roll in. So it's going. Okay. But once it's gone, we're not going to be able to do this. I want to include these bonuses for the next fast action takers. We're going to do AI Profit Live, 2 tickets you get for free. It's a $2,000 value to come out and hang it with me and my team. There's no outside speakers, 100% pure content. You get the tickets to AI Profit Live for free. So amazing, amazing value. Bonus number 2, you get a growth launch strategy call. Jump on the phone for a one-on-one strategy session you like with me or my team. You get an hour of basically, let's look at your portfolio. Let's talk about some of those custom tailored solutions. And we're looking at $1,000 value. All right, bonus number 3, margin management system. So kind of like private money. You're going to have a lot of people that are going to become your fans. They're going to show up and they're going to want to be investors in you or invest with you. And I'm going to show you how to build your own fund if you want. It's a bonus that's available to you. Bonus 4 is the AI Market Partner Program. As I mentioned to you guys, sometimes we're going to invest in the same stuff. If you guys want to try and build a fund with whether it's private equity or investing in specific companies, and you want to do it together, you can submit your trades to my team right online, and let's make some money together. The AI stock trading system, guys, you get all the bonuses. There's the value with everything jumped in. I mean, if you believe it's true value or not, totally all power to you. I believe and I know, I'm very certain that this is the type of value that I would get out of a system like this. VIP reopened 75% off today. Today, it's just $12.97. Go to aiprofit.tech to join. Click that first link in the description. So I would encourage you guys to simply take a look. Don't wait. If you committed yourself to succeed, right now is your shot. At the end of the day, guys, you might wake up a week from now, nothing's different. You might wake up a year from now, nothing's different. that could happen. But maybe you wake up, 5 years from now. You say, man, that AI boom. Or I wonder what would have happened if I gave that guy Will a shot. And if I would have said, I'm going to go all in with Will and I'm going to try this. I wonder what things would have played out like if I would have done that. And I'm saying you don't have to leave it to chance. You can be there right now. So I'm going to leave the link here, guys. aiprofit.tech. Go to first link in the description. Whether or not you guys decide to join or not, again, I have a ton of free value on my YouTube. I'd encourage you, if you weren't comfortable, go watch other stuff as well. Now, if you're here and you're saying, I think it's for me, think you'll love it, go click that link. I'll see you guys on the other side. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Take care.